we have not gotten back to a new 1203 Barrett TV, and we are beginning Season 2. And I wanted to start this season off with talking about Tarzan and Kingdom Hearts. And talking about, was it a bad world, as some people say? Because I know I have seen some people, several people, actually say of how they didn't like Tarzan's world. Mainly because of it being platforming, right? Mainly because it's a platforming level. There's a lot of platforming segments. And, Kingdom Hearts isn't really known for having a lot of platforming. And also because it's kind of confusing to navigate of where you need to go when it comes to progress the story. But besides those, I don't personally think this level is bad, because, again, I do like that we actually get to see Tarzan and Jane, and, of course, having Clayton, too. Right. Because I know a lot of y'all would obviously have seen the movie of Tarzan, right? And, of course, we get some amazing lines in this. And, of course, the reasoning of why the Heartless got drawn to the world for the first time. Because, of Clayton, right? From this scene, after he was told not to go near the gorillas again, was forbidden. And, of course, him saying that he'll hunt down every last one of them. Again, the darkness in his heart pretty much drew the Heartless to deep jungle.
What am I doing with these imbeciles? Blasted gorillas! I hunt down every last one of them! I'll track them down somehow. I'll stake my life on it.
And of course, we got the not Clayton. Not Clayton. Pretty much showing that, yeah, Clayton is not the same anymore. Right? Like, Clayton has been taken over by the Heartless. Right? Once we entered the Clayton boss fight, which it's just so good that we actually get to fight Clayton. Right? Like, that's so cool. Getting to actually, us being able to fight Clayton, and also having the stealth, Heartless. Right? The stealth, I can't remember the last name, but you know what I mean. The Heartless that Clayton rides on during the fight.
Clayton?
Not Clayton. Not Clayton.
And from an early screenshot from before Chain of Memories came out. This is before, of course, since Chain of Memories was originally released on the DS, right, Game Boy. And of course, later got a re-release for PS2 and the Final Mix editions, right? But from one of the early screenshots, we actually see Deep Jungle was actually planned. Because everybody that's played Kingdom Hearts would know that Kingdom Hearts 1 was the only time that Deep Jungle Tarzan has ever been shown. And ever since then, not even mentioned again. Even the games that had the worlds from the first game, like Rechain of Memories, for example. Rechain of Memories is, of course, going through the memories of all the worlds from the first game, right? All of the worlds, even Monstro, of course, were implemented. And, of course, Hollow Bastion. Well, I wouldn't necessarily count, the world, or the end of the world. The Heartless world. I wouldn't necessarily count that world, right? I can excuse that, but, every other world. Because it was from Traverse Town, Olympus, Wonderland, for example, Atlantica, Halloween Town, Monstro. All those appeared in Chain of Memories, except Deep Jungle. Which, of course, from the screenshot was shown that, yeah, it was going to be planned, but, with the whole copyright stuff with Tarzan, they couldn't afford to use Tarzan anymore. And, of course, if you wonder, like, Recoded. Recoded was also the worlds from the first game, except we, of course, didn't see Monstro. I mean, like I said, just doing examples here, right? Just doing examples. And of course, days. But, just give an example here. But personally, even though it is sad that we may never get to see Tarzan again in Kingdom Hearts, I just feel like that I don't think it's that bad of a world. Whenever I do boot up Kingdom Hearts and like doing a new save file, I don't personally would say that I don't like the world. I find it really cool. A real cool like level. Again, I do like the Clayton boss fight cuz that's also how we get Cure. That's the world where you get Cure. The Cure element. So again, it's just an interesting world, I can just say. I know a lot of people would say that it's their least favorite, like I mentioned before, with the whole platforming and trying to navigate through the story of the level. But overall, I just find it to be a pretty good level, pretty much. Or an interesting level. And, again, would be the only time we see Tarzan in Kingdom Hearts. Like, I guess Sora, Donald, and Goofy will forever have forgotten about Tarzan and them fighting Clayton, because I can only imagine after Rechain of Memories when Naminé was putting back together Sora's memories, they pretty much just removed any mention of Tarzan. I can only imagine, since they don't even even bring up Tarzan. I can only imagine that Naminé just removed those memories from Sora and Donald and Goofy when she was pacing back his memories. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think.
What drew the Heartless to that world?
The hunter lured them there. It was his lust for power that was the bait. But it seems the bait was too tasty for his own good.
Yeah, he got chopped instead.
A weak-hearted fool like him stood no chance against the Heartless.